Oh my. Oh my. Oh, Bitcoin. Man, where to start? We've been live a lot lately. We're going to keep going live. Let's start this out. Anybody watching at this moment, what this channel is, we are dedicated to making it through, to trade, to invest, to survive the crypto cycles. We do not give you financial advice. We do not shill you. I do not accept money to shill you projects or coins. Never have, never will. What we can offer you, we can't offer you the future. I can never make you any guarantees or promises or anything. Nobody knows what comes next. But what I can promise you is that we will be here. This community will be here. We have been live navigating the markets together for almost 7 years. Almost 7 or almost 8. I'm losing track of time. We've been through multiple bull cycles, bear cycles. We do analysis together. We try to find out the probabilistic price movements, what statistically will come next, but it's not a perfect science. And on days like today, we offer, here it is, we offer you a place to vent, a place to talk, a place to share ideas with people who are feeling and experiencing the same thing. And I'm guessing you're experiencing a little bit of anxiety at best, fear at worst. Bitcoin right now, we made it again, guys. I told you want to have notifications enabled. You want to be subscribed because we keep catching the moves. We are live again exactly as price begins moving. Bitcoin breaking down lower than yesterday. I'm just looking at the charts really for the first time today, so I'm gonna try to see what I can find here. Anything of value that I can help you with. But man, I finally got some sleep last night. And I woke up late and I'm groggy, so I haven't had time to check it out. So I'm going to take a first peek here, and things look pretty gross. Pretty gross. I thought we were getting a bounce. I thought we were getting at least, a little bounce. I don't think that 89 to 93 counts. I was thinking maybe back to 100. Some kind of relief rally, and Bitcoin has something else in mind, man. Holy smokers. What do we got off the low? Exactly 5%. Exactly 5% off the low. 89 to yesterday's low, now being broken during the live stream. Here we are. Where are we at? Bleeding has begun, or is continuing. It was also bleeding before. Now it's bleeding now. 89K flat tested on Coinbase. Total crypto market cap. This is interesting, actually. I'm glad I randomly pulled this up, stumbled upon it. Total right now. This is kind of weird. Well, Bitcoin breaks low and is really kind of in knife catching territory. We're going to go right back to Bitcoin, don't worry. But total crypto market cap, the entire value of the entire space in crypto, less knife-ish, certainly falling, not looking good, but testing this $3 trillion mark. Now, 3 trillion was the previous 2021 all-time high. It's interesting that Bitcoin is kind of just free falling, and total, a bigger measure, is right back to the previous all-time high, testing it as support potentially. This could be, I know we're going to pack that opium bull early today. This could be a piece of evidence, a small shred of hope that we are looking for bounce here, despite Bitcoin maybe not giving us that signal. Total now pushing lower, saying, Tom, screw you. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. And maybe that signal going out the window quickly. Yes, that is the case. That is the case. Bitcoin down now to breaking the $89,000 mark. We're watching it together. Hold on 1 second. I think we need to update Twitter. I haven't posted many bangers today. It's because I just woke up. If you've been following me on Twitter, I've been posting all the bangers. Every single banger, our banger, my banger. You should follow me at Tom Crown on Twitter. No, my headset just said recharge headset. That bitch. Really quick. Bitcoin breaks in 89K. Man, Let's say Bitcoin breaks 89K. It's the first time since April, which is kind of gibberish, but I've noticed that Twitter loves gibberish. There we go. I'm going to have to grab a charger for my headphones at some point during this stream, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. Here is the link to that. We got 400 live viewers. People are tuned in today. You're tuned in today. Doge crossing 15 cents right now. You're tuned in. We're tuned in. This feels like the dump. This feels like the dump. I'm getting alerts going off on my phone like crazy. If you see me check down to the right, that's what I'm looking at. Getting tons of them. Okay, yeah, this is feeling like it. I guess the good news is this. Let's tear the Band-Aid. Let's take the Band-Aid off of this. No more of this slow bleed. No more. Let's pray that we don't get any more slow bleed. We don't get any more sideways, that we just finish out this downward move and we can resume an uptrend. That's my hope. That's my real hope today. So downward targets, where can we look? Professor Beans, are you okay? She had a little grooming session yesterday, and I got her pig's ears as a little present, a little sweet treat. And she loves them, but she eats them so fast she like chokes on them. Just over there hawking. 𝐂𝐡𝐚. I think they're suing. Someone's doing a class action lawsuit against 𝐂𝐡𝐚. Couldn't have sued a nicer gal. I know she rugged everybody, or whatever, but like lots of people rug people and they don't get sued. Why 𝐂𝐡𝐚? She's so nice. These fib extensions, these are, I don't know, 86-ish area. I think that is kind of a brain dead answer. It's like Bitcoin is at 89, and if it falls further, it's liable to go to 88. It's kind of what we're saying here, but we'll take that for now. Hura. I don't even know what Hura is. Dude, I'm getting all the alerts. How do we even cover this today? I think what we do is we can put Bitcoin on the right. And put Bitcoin over here for now, so we can always keep an eye on it. And then we can look at something else over here. So how about we pull up? I know a lot of you looking at Doge today. Who here? Actually, do this in chat for now, chat. Let me pull this up. F this says Jets. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'll be honest, though. For anybody who's experiencing that feeling right now, this is crypto. Crypto is gut-wrenching, puking, like, you can't even handle it. It is such pain, man. It will make you sick. This is just what crypto is. This is at least what crypto has been in the 8 years that I've watched it. The last 2 or 3 years have felt not really like crypto because it didn't have any of this. It didn't have these moments of seriously, I think the best way to put it is like, it just makes you feel sick. You feel actually sick to your stomach. You have a physical reaction to what's going on. That is what's happening. I think that's what we're beginning to see. We haven't experienced it in a while, so I think that it's fresher. People maybe don't have as much of a tolerance to it at this point because it just hasn't been around. But this is the game. It's not an easy one. It's not a cakewalk. It's pain. It's disgusting. It makes you just not even care about losing. You're just like, I just want to get rid of this feeling. I don't even care if I lose money. I just want to like not experience this. That's the majority of what I remember of the previous cycles, and it's been pretty void in this cycle. If you're wondering why we have this weird setup, it's because we have a vertical stream going on YouTube. It's a new feature and I'm trying it out. If you see just this, right? You don't see the other chart really over here. You don't see this other chart. You're on the mobile stream, which is good for a phone, but I encourage you to join us on the main stream. You can navigate to my channel, youtube.com/TomCrown, and you'll see the horizontal, the big version. You'll be able to see more on the screen, but this makes the mobile stream fit better. Ding, 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 beat-up. What's up, V? How you feeling? Yeah, Doge here. We talked about Doge. We've looked at Doge multiple times over the last forever. Since October, sold off, and the same thing to say. I stand by Doge's longer term bullish structure, but this short-term price action since October 10th looks pretty bad. We had 15 cents here as support. Our wick low on the 10th. We saw that tested again on the 4th, again on the 18th, and here we are after painting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish lower highs. We see sellers coming in, taking profit earlier and earlier, buyers struggling to defend the same support. At 15 cents, this is not a great sign. This is not a very bullish take on this shorter term price action. Now, it has just barely broken, and we can see that it's done that actually yesterday as well. Just barely broken 15 cents. We wicked and came back up. That is still possible for Doge. We can still see this support hold, but what we don't want to see and what we need to see Doge do is to behave differently, to have different energy in its price action. We can't see, or we don't want to see it just bounce again, paint a lower high and come back to 15 cents. Each time we test this support, it is weakened, and each time the next test is more probable to break through. This is one of our favorite, or one of my favorite patterns in crypto trading, is the descending high flat bottom with a expected move to continue to the downside. On the other side, we also have the flat top raising lows pattern where we expect to see breaks to the upside. I really just flipped this chart over to show you. One of the best patterns, I think, in crypto to trade. What gets crappy is, man, where do we look on Doge? Where do we go down on Doge if we break? We don't want to see any of our major lows taken out, like from June of this year, April of this year. Taking these out kind of messes up that bigger picture of bullishness that I have. This chart is highly dependent on the highs continuing up and the lows continuing with it. And once you start taking out lows, you start putting that pattern in jeopardy. You start putting it in danger of failing. So I want to see Doge hold 15 cents here. If it does continue to break down and this pattern does push price, I think 14.3 cents is the next target. As you can find June's low there, you better pray for some liquidity and a bounce. And below that, the dangerous price to trade at would be 13 cents. 13 is where maybe I have to re-examine my position on how Doge is doing. I'm still holding in hope. But under 13, things get shittier. What other alerts do we have? I don't know what herein is. It's probably some minor cap. I probably shouldn't look at it so early in the stream, but I'm going to pull it up just because I got an alert. I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of alerts today, guys, so please help me out in chat what I should be looking at, what you're looking at. Oh, yeah. Herein is a stock. Herein is a stock that I don't remember who we looked at for. And I had nothing but bearishness, nothing but downward signs to say about it. It was a while ago we looked at it. Yikes. Herein did a reverse split to put the stock price up. And man, now that's breaking March's low. This would give me an impression, and I have not looked, that stocks are also seeing bleeding today. Dash. Ooh, we'll look at Dash. Zora, finally, big green candle. We'll take a look at a lot of stuff today, guys. We're probably going to do a marathon stream again. Stay tuned. If you have to go during the live, I understand. It is Wednesday. You're at work. Try to leave the tab up. Try to just keep the stream going, even if you have to mute it. We're going to be here for a while. You can check back in whenever you want. The herein looks like shit, which means we're going to have to look at stocks as well today. Man, what is it at? $1.78. I feel like it wants to go right back down to its pre-split lows, like 40 cents. That's insane. I don't know what this is, bioscience, but maybe an 80% sell-off ahead of it. Yeesh. Dude, why is my like neck and arms so sore? Probably because I slept so much. Okay. Bring it back to the corn. Screw you, stocks, even though we're just about to look at you. First label, countdown to the close. There we are. Trading at 189.1. This is terrifying GW font. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that you feel that way. We don't deserve Tom Delo. Of course you do. You guys deserve, of course you do. You know how many other shitty creators, people out there trying to scam you, take advantage of you there are? Of course you deserve me. You have to deal with all the, like, for every one of me, there's like 1,000 of them. Of course you deserve me. You deserve to not have the other people out there preying on you. Don't speak Fed today. What's going on with the Fed today? I think, I'm going to see. Do we have some Fediness today? Ooh, we have the FOMC minutes. I didn't even, oh, I am a goofball. I'm a goofball. We have the FOMC minutes. Shit. We're going to cover that. That's in an hour and 15. I feel like we might even want to like make a new stream for it. Like we're going to continue this stream, but then we'll have, I'll set up another one so it like goes over to that one and it starts fresh. Oh, good eye, bro. I owe you. I owe you. Chat, I owe you. This is what I say. Like, I don't think you guys believe me, but there's so much value I get from you guys. It's not a one-way street. Why is Bitcoin crashing? It's because I have orange tinted glasses. I know. I'm sorry. Some of you may be wondering, some of you probably not, why I'm wearing not the blue shades. I haven't been wearing them as much lately for multiple reasons, but one is while crypto is in this state, while we are watching people experience pain for the first time in this space, OGs like me probably not too freaked out, but while we see new people coming back and looking for comfort, I want them to get a better feeling of transparency. I want them to know that I'm here from them. I'm not hiding. A lot of content creators are going to start hiding from you guys, especially if things keep getting worse. We're not hiding. We're right here with you. A big value, I've been saying this every day, but I think I need to keep saying it, is especially now, especially newer people. You probably told your friends when you're all excited about crypto, oh, there are all these great things, and we all went through this stage where you're just really excited and you're spewing it out and you just want to talk about it and you're energetic and things are good, and you tell your friends and they have mixed reactions. Probably they think you're kind of crazy, and here we go. They're now probably reading headlines in the news that say crypto's going down, all these bearish things. They're seeing the FUD that we're seeing. Epstein funded Bitcoin. Like, okay. And they're probably going to have some really select words for you. Those words are probably not going to make you feel good. Told you so's basically like you're dumb. You're going to get a lot of weird energy from the real people around you in life. Remember that they do love you. They aren't doing this because they don't love you. They aren't even doing it because they want to hurt you. They're not aware of what you're going through right now. They don't understand the attachment that can come with something like this. They don't get it. And a big value we offer here is that we are all in this boat. Like Michael Saylor tweeted, the Titanic sinking. We're all in this boat, guys. Nobody else is going to understand this shit, but we do. That's why we're always here. It's why we never stop, because we always need a space like this. We need to be able to be with people who get what this is, why it's hard, and that aren't just going to rub it in our faces. That aren't just going to be like, oh, I told you. It's funny, the people that I originally told when I got into the space in like mid 17, they came back and they told me so in 18 and 19. And then into 21, they were saying how smart I was. And they were like, oh, I'm so dumb. I should have listened to you. And then into 22, mind you, this is now like 5 years later, came back and told me how dumb I was again. Like some of these people saw it go up, told me I'm so smart, then saw it go down again. Like it's insane. It's wild. It's wild, dude. That's gonna come. If you wait long enough, they'll come back. They'll go full circle, and they'll tell you how smart you are again, and then how dumb you are. So, buckle your seatbelt. It takes time. Not looking good? No, it's not. Not looking good. It is not. It always is the darkest before dawn, they say. And while I don't really know if that's true, is it really any darker right before dawn? It does seem to be true in markets. At the peak worst moments, we do see markets reverse. What's up, 𝐢𝐿𝐴? My guy, 𝐢𝐿𝐴. I think you're the first person to subscribe in this new stream, which is hard to believe. Hard to believe. We got 1,500 live viewers here. That number is going to come up. Bitcoin's barely moved. Wait till it keeps moving. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, now is the time. You're going to need this channel. Not only for the value that I just described, but we have been going live. Have you noticed? Directly before all the big moves lately. So if you're subscribed to this channel and you have alerts on, you're going to catch the moves better. You're going to be more on the pulse. I'm going to do my best anyway. In addition, when you subscribe, this number will go up. which is very, very satisfying. Extremely. Maybe put it at the top of the stream like this. Very satisfying. No, not the top of the stream. That looks weird. Or not. I don't know. I'll leave it there for a minute. I'm experimenting with layouts. I asked for you guys' help. What's up? 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐿 𝐕𝐍 Legalese 420 Gaming. What's up, dude? Asterix YT Focus BG. I see you guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're going to find a million other channels. Those channels are going to tell you that they know what's going to happen next, that they can promise you anything about markets. They're liars. They're liars at worst. They're misguided at best. Nobody knows the future. That content does not help you. To be told, for someone to very confidently tell you, I know the bottom is in, I guarantee it. Like, that doesn't help you. On the chance that they're right, great. But then that means you're going to trust them and you're going to think that they know next time. And then next time they'll get it wrong and next time you'll get cooked. You're going to find those channels because it sells. It pushes engagement. We don't do that. I don't know the future. I do my best. I'm a successful trader. Not the best trader in the world by far. There might even be better traders in this room. But I do my best. I do my best to help you guys explain what I'm doing. Check what you want to check. We have a free trading course on the YouTube channel. Check it out. What's up, Andrew Sawyer? Damn, here we go. Now we got all the people joining. 7702 Wealth Partners. What's up, friend? I'm Ranner B74. Let's go. We got a lot of people here today. Pole Token Destiny. Is that Polygon? I don't know. What's POL? Is that Polygon? This is kind of expected, says Dog World. If you look at the housing market, people can't get a loan from the bank. Banks are denials are almost 50%. That's bonkers. We're about to see some big shit in markets, I think. You might think we're having some big shit, but I don't know if we are yet. I think this is the small shit. Does that make you feel better or worse? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know if that will be better or worse. S&P. What's going on in the S&P? I would have expected more of a move here today. S&P has lost the 50-day moving average, just like Bitcoin lost the 50-week. 1, 2, 3 closes below. Still in a green day today. Interesting. A little hourly death cross on the SP 500. Just happened this morning. I would have expected more pain on stocks at the moment, considering, you know, whatever this is that we've been watching just broke like major support. I would expect kind of more blood in the streets than we're seeing quite yet. Let me tab through some charts here. Tabbing through gold at 4,000, lower high, higher low. I don't think gold is done. The $5,000 call before the end of the year on gold is slowly slipping away from us. It is getting less probable, but it's still on the table. It's still here. Gold at 4,100 basically. I still think we see a test of 4,300 come back up to October's high, likely within this month. Even if it rejects to another higher low, I think we see that flat top pattern paint out, and I do think we see gold move towards 5,000. I don't think anything has changed on the gold front. USDTD, you guys love it. Tether dominance, you guys love this chart. Who popularized this chart, by the way? Change my shades, it's about to pump. Shoe polisher, when it pumps, when it reverses, I'll put on blue shades, don't you worry. Who popularized this chart? I actually don't know who popularized USDTD. It's a tongue twister. Tether dominance. Because you guys talk about it all the time. I don't talk about it much because I don't really think it has that much value outside of Bitcoin dominance. I think it's largely just like an inverted Bitcoin dominance. But we had some big bets and some big calls on this chart, and man, is it not looking good. Tether dominance is quickly moving towards April's high. Interesting, April's high. 6.23%. It's at 6.11 right now. Here was, for those of you who weren't familiar, my call, or what I was looking for, was another lower high on Tether dominance. For it to reject, to move back down to our low trend, and for that to paint one final move up. one more leg up for Bitcoin in the crypto market. It did not reject from that trend line at the moment. It is quickly moving to where I will say it's invalidated. That concept is 6.22. 6.22 breaking April's high here does not set this up for really what I was looking for. That will begin an uptrend. We will be moving from a higher low to a higher high, and that will be the beginning of an uptrend. Now, you still could see this reverse and Tether dominance fall, and we could still see crypto have a leg up, but the probability here, it gets worse. And I think this would be more signaling of entering a bearish period where we would then look for a higher low again into a higher high for a more macro uptrend on Tether's dominance in the market cap of crypto. If you weren't familiar with this, also what is really cool and why I thought this was a great idea is this trend line, August of 24 and April of 25, these were both on the day death crosses. On these days, we had death crosses. As we approached this trend again this month, we had another death cross, and it was just really interesting analysis. There is time this week for this to reverse, but each day, each climb higher, this is not looking quite as not as probable. Looking less and less probable. I have my alert set at 622. Man, I hope it comes back down. I hope that doesn't keep going. Is Bitcoin going up now? God, I hope so. Don't get me excited. All right. Maybe. Kinda, right? Right. I hope so. Please, please, please. Hit that like button. That's right, Vulture Clips. Thank you, my friend. I forget to shield myself often. You guys do a great job of it. Man. Is it going up now? Well, it's not a red candle for 5 minutes. I've had about 5 minutes of moving a little bit up to bears getting clapped. God, I hope so, man. I hope so. Did we hit peak fear? Did we hit peak, like, throw in the towel, it's over? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. But maybe we did. It's been a very long run of it. Like, we've had days and days and days and days of this. It's not like it was, in the past, it was kind of just like a few days, like, I don't know, a week, kind of, like at most. But it would usually be more focused into like one move. You'd have kind of anxiety and stress going into it, and then it was this big move, and you'd be like, see, I knew it, I was right. And that move would like reverse very quickly. We haven't seen that in this move. It's like it falls and there's uncertainty and stress. Like in October 10th, it falls, there's uncertainty. People think it's going to go lower, but it just goes sideways, and then it really doesn't make it anywhere. It falls again. We haven't had that. Like capitulation is what you call it in a technical term. Let's see what fear and greed's at. Cup and handle formation. Could be. You demand. Thank you, One House Productions. You guys are the man. I don't know. Am I the man? Maybe. But along with you guys. Fear and greed's at 15 again. Still in extreme fear. Another just casual day in extreme fear land in crypto. Now extreme fear, yesterday extreme fear, last week extreme fear. This is what I'm talking about. Is in previous runs this was not as common. What you usually would see, if my memory serves me, is it would be like last month would be greed, last month would be like extreme greed, and then it would be last week is like greed or neutral, and then it would be like fear, extreme fear. Not, it's just been extreme fear for like a month at this point. It's a grind. It's a different beast. I think every time we acknowledge that there's something different about this cycle, at this point, let's take it as hopium, right? Every time we say, well, this doesn't feel like the other cycles. Maybe we need to take that as hopium and say, then probably we don't have to expect the exact same kind of bear market that we've seen. Or, you know, like whatever. Let's just keep that. My headphones are dead. What is up? Valentine Rossi. Umar subscribed, Drew subscribed, Lateralus subscribed. Who else is out there? When you subscribe, that number up there, it's gonna go up in real time. Pretty cool. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss is the motto of 2025. Completely. I'm gonna see who's here today. Actually, let's memberships on the main channel, youtube.com/TomCrown. I'm gonna give you guys a minute. I want to give out some memberships. I want to see who's here. So put a message in chat if you interact with the live stream. YouTube says you are more likely to receive the random gifted memberships. That's what your peen says. And also you'll show up in the participants tab. And I'm gonna see who's here today. I'm gonna shout everybody out. So I'm gonna give you a minute to engage. If you've liked the stream, subscribed, shared, you're more likely to get these. Let's just see who's here. Because how many viewers are we up to? Let me check. I try not to look now because it gets in your head. Almost 2,000. We're cooking. We're cooking today. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What you could do, if you don't know what to say, just let's put it. Can we get an F in chat? F in chat for our portfolios. For our folios, for our friends. There we go. Just came here from X. What's up? F's in chat. F's in chat's for my portfolio. Also for my longs, which I will update you on, that are not doing so good. They're not doing so good. Timmy's not doing so good. All right. Let's see who's here. What's up, 2Cash? 𝐂𝐡𝐚, Alex Powers, Alien, Psyop. What's up, Redundant? Amuse Ripple, Andri, Angelica, ICT. What's up, Angelica? Good to see the ladies in here. Anomal, Sound Alchemy, and Trenix, OBSY, Ashley DeHuagar. What's up, Ashley? Austin Kissinger, Ava Angel, Bitman, Blaze the Gecko, Blue Collar Traders, Brother Nature, Buck Star, Crash, Bullish Mike, 𝐂𝐸𝐳, and his amazing daughter, Sophie, if she's here. Cavallari, Cheese Sauce, Cherry City Bullies, what's up, G? Chris Controller, Chris, Cool Cat Crawler, what's up, James? See you subscribing. Cricky, Crypto Arc, Crypto Pat, Daniel Laidler, Danny Jack Silver, Digital Asset Degen, Dimitri, Savidios Video, DJ Deliverance, Dog World, Don't Ape, L Wingman, N Esp Element, Final Curse, Foam, Fox Binner, Funny Colors, GW Font. Hope you're doing well, brother. I heard you. Saw you say you're stressing out a little bit. We're here for you. Free hugs for everyone, by the way. Free hugs today. Harry Hood, Hopium Copium, J4Y, Jason Lake, Jason Monu, John Doe, Johnny Crypto, George Amia, Joseph Kupik. Just got an email from my bank. Always stressful. Josh Kennington, Josh Novick, JTP, Julie Kennis. How you doing, Julie? Kato Ino, Kimber, King Peasant, King Graffley, Crunk, Lady Vanessa Arnold. How are you, Vanessa? I feel like you haven't been around. Lee, Legalize 420, Legalize 420, Blaze It, Lion in My Pocket, Leo Tour, Made 4K, Map of Success, Maskender, Matt Grimes, Maza, Mick Pooch, Menji, Muse, Mike Jones. These are all the chatters, by the way. If you're on another stream, if you're on another platform, these are all the chatters live on YouTube. It's popping off over here. Marcel, Mr. T, Motivation Pulse, Mr. B, My Sheka, My Stupid Name, Neo Patriots. What's up, man? You're an OG of this channel. Nicholas Perry, Nicola, Nomadic, Official Clarity, One House Productions, One Notch Above, Parker Range, Paul RB, Paz Maria, Ralph, Ron San Miguel, Red Something, Rezan Narzari, RG Gonzalez, Ryan, Romerk Simpson, Rule. Wow, we got a lot. Seabass, dude. They keep when it comes down, that means more people are chatting. New people that are. It's alphabetical. Sergio Angel, Cheryl Drew, Shoe Polisher, Sincere, Screamer, Stonk King, Sin, That One Guy, Pickle, The Whiskey Channel. Let's go. I could use some whiskey. Throw some over here. Through Videos, Tom Kugami, Trade Time, Umar Gal, Vui, Vulture Clips, What the Hell, Worston Bruges, Wrath of Nimoy, Your Inubu. What's up, friends? We have all these people here today. We're all going through this together. You're not alone. You might feel like you're alone, but you're not alone, I promise. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to rip off a big old batch of these. So YouTube chooses these randomly. This is going to cost me $100, but you know what? Anything to distract you guys, it's worth it. Cost me $100, but then I get that $100, but then YouTube takes 70%. Or takes 30%, and then, yeah, I don't know. Some kind of weird cycle. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Gift it out. Here's my digital hug for each of you. Subscribed not too long ago, Chad. Well, welcome, brother. Welcome. You found us in the right time. Found us at exactly the right time. I see you guys saying what's up in chat, guys. It's really hard to read as like the gifs go out. Sorry if I don't catch them. Who got them? If you just got gifted a membership, put a little emoji in chat. That's all they do. You get access to these super duper VIP emojis. YouTube just knows how to monetize, baby. Anyway, your drinking game for today. Every time I say bull or bear, take a drink. Please be careful. Be careful. Chat's too fast, I know, Wrath. I like it though. I like it. It expresses the chaos that we're feeling. You missed it again. I thought it was a good idea. I'm sorry, man. You actually can't just give them out directly. There's no ability to like give you one. I don't know why. You can only do random. You can sign up for your own. They're 99 cents a month. Very nice. We broke the 50-week MA, which is our first indicator. We did break the 50-weekly moving average. That we did. Things have not looked great. Ashley, thanks for the sub. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the 12 euros. Those are worth more and more, I feel like, every day as the dollar sinks into irrelevance here. Here we are. Yep. There's the 50-day. Last week we closed below. Maybe we should be looking at the 100. Could be looking at the 100 week. Jeez. The 100 week does sit interestingly, the 100 week moving average sits at the 786 retracement from April's low to October's high. They both sit roughly at 83.3 thousand. A number that I don't really find through other means so much. The bottom of the Ichimoku cloud right now is at 80K. Oh my. Oh my. The Ichimoku cloud is doing the thing I didn't want it to do. It is slowly looking to cross over. Do a lot of people in chat usually show tops and bottoms? You know, that's a good question. Yeah. I would say that higher viewership is always tied to volatility, but usually tied to major highs and major lows. High viewership, or viewership in general, tends to just kind of crap out, stagnate at these long sideways periods. That's why this year has been so hard for content creators. Is every exciting move, the momentum that's built kind of with the community and the chats, like, just immediately dies. Like, it's just gone instantly. It's like there for a day and it's gone. And it's mentally stressful. Mentally stressful. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my father. That's not true, Cosmic. I am your father. Sorry. The FOMC minutes are out in 50 minutes and we are going to cover them. I think what we should do is I should schedule a stream at 2 for the FOMC minutes, right? Follow me. And then I'll just direct. I can end this one and it will like direct people to that one. I think that's a good idea. Because I know people are going to want to watch that. And this stream will be live for like 2 hours by the time that happens. So I think it'll be like a little... YouTube might start burying it. Let me... Take off. Yeah, leave that on. That too. I'll do that. So this stream isn't going anywhere. Don't worry. You don't have to do anything. But at 2 p.m., we have the FOMC minutes. I don't know if that's big enough to be like, to say, well, you know, this big event is coming, and so I'd expect a reversal at this big event. You know, something like that. I don't know. It's not quite big enough for that. Though the FOMC minutes are big days, especially for this channel. Very big days. We'll see. We'll cover those at 2. For now, let's get into the chat. That's what I said I'd do. So what are we doing? How are we feeling, chat? Let's see we have 1,300 votes. 43% say we're cooked. That's rough. 24% pretty bad. Only 9% kind of, and a quarter of us think everything's fine. That's pretty bearish. A lot of people in chat usually show up in tops. Wait, it's a refresh. I just read that. You never sell Bitcoin, just buy the dip. Same, Luca. You feel like a bag of eggs. Of hard-boiled eggs, though? Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Bitcoin levels 85.5, 74.4, 71. If we are in the bear, we are so early. That's really where this hurts, man. I think you nailed it there, Mr. Techno Goody. Sickening, exactly. Sickening is good, actually. Sickening is what we need typically. So early, I think that's where the pain is, right? We're looking at people are talking about 4-year cycle. You've probably heard about this, and this sell-off isn't actually that, it's really no worse, if it's actually worse at all percentage-wise than the other two we have seen over this bull run. But what makes it worse is the thought of, well, this sell-off is right around the end of the 4-year cycle, or some people are saying directly on the 4-year cycle. And so this sell-off would be like the start of the bear market. So what makes it worse is thinking this is just the beginning, right? If we were a year ago and we were seeing this sell-off, which we actually did see, we saw something very similar in March of 24 down into August. We saw 33% retracement. It's not as bad because it's like, well, you know, we're still in the bull market. But thinking that this is just starting is, I think, compounding that pain, compounding that feeling. And it's not true, if you ask me. This isn't just starting in that sense of the way you might think. So let's look first. 2024 sell-off, 33% from the high. That would leave us at 84.5. We are actually not. We actually haven't sold off more than 2024. That would put us at 84.1. So 84.1 would be where we would be percentage-wise. Let's do it like this. This is where we would be percentage-wise. We'll look at April's too. I think April's is a little bit less. It was like 30. 32. So very close. That put us roughly 86. So we aren't as deep. We haven't actually sold off as much as even this year. I will give you this. I'll concede that this sell-off feels worse because of the cycles, but also feels worse because it's a lot faster. I mean, it took a long time to really start it, but it's a lot faster. This is down. We did have big down days on these previous sell-offs, but those down days, it was just like 3 days, then we started kind of moving back up. It was a lot more sideways. And in 24, there was way more ranging, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it didn't get big until the final move. This structurally is different in that sense. It is, yes, distribution, top, sideways, sideways, and then down. But we haven't had the bounces. We haven't had kind of the breaks. Yeah, the breaks from the pain. If you want to be real about it, it's almost been 40. Wow. Holy shit. It's been 40 days since October sell-off. It's been 40 days since October 10th. I feel like I haven't really slept. I think last night was the first night I slept. I feel like I haven't slept since October 10th. Holy shit. That feels like it was only like 2 weeks ago. 40 days and 40 nights? What? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. I don't know if it actually doesn't feel like it's been that long. I feel like as if it has been on my mind the entire time. Wow. Wow. Need the ladies to go home, then I get some sleep. Ooh, giggity, 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 giggity goo. Can I check BTC heat map? Sure. December cut likelihood dropped to 36%. You know, I don't know. I was 100% sure we were going to get a cut in December. 100% sure. And then the government shut down so long. And then the government said we're not releasing, we're not getting numbers for October. Has that ever happened? I don't know if that's ever happened, that we haven't put out numbers. But because we haven't had numbers, I'm not sure that we get the cut. I'm not sure that the Fed will operate. Every single meeting, the Fed says we're data driven, we're data dependent. If you don't give them the data, and I know they often say they don't have the data, it's one of our jokes, but like, if they don't have the data, I'm not sure that they make any decision, even if they could say, well, logically shit was bad, it's been bad, it'll, you know, it's been bad, it feels like it is still bad. I don't know if they make the decision. They might do nothing. So we might have had that taken off the table because of that. Johnny, is this what you're talking about? You want to look at this? US Tether dominance breaking back up. I know, dude, it's rough. We were looking at it earlier. How do you get the heat map? Is this the heat map you're looking for? Chirpow. A chirpow. Loving these emojis. I'm loving you loving those emojis. That's right, bro. The heat map. Liquidations. 88.5. I mean, the problem with the heat map is I wish you could zoom out. Like, I wish I could change the scale. And the only way to do that is to go to a bigger time frame. We gave our crypto to Trump. Yeah, we might have. We might have. Is this what you're looking at? This lags my computer so bad. Hopefully we don't disconnect. What is up? Subscribers coming everywhere. Boring is the wrong word. I agree. This is not boring. This is the opposite of boring. Let's like that. This is way too spicy. Uncomfortably spicy. I mean, you see some liquidations. I'm not really sure. Like, the only you can point out like the liquidations above. Where's the lick levels in your opinion? So here's what I've said in the past, and I'll say it again: is liquidation heat map is valuable. It shows you where there's the visible liquidity. It's like an order book. But what you'll find is that rarely, if ever, and actually put it this way, the only time I think this has exceptional value is when you find some kind of liquidation level that doesn't line up with just a swing high or a swing low or like an obvious point on the chart. So I can't like do this off the top of my head looking at this. It would take me some time. I'm not going to focus on it. But like, you know, we will find that there are liquidations, for instance, at 126,700. That's the swing high. That's our all-time high. Obviously, there's going to be liquidations. Yeah, we had a lower high at what was it, like 111K, 115, 116. You'd expect liquidations there. Each lower high, you'd expect to see liquidations, and each low from the past, you'd expect to see liquidations. It doesn't usually give us too much more, in my opinion, than just opening up the chart and putting on some horizontals. So like, I don't know, go to the day, right? Do something like this. Be like, there's probably, I missed it. There's probably liquidations there. There's probably liquidations there. There's probably liquidations there. Right? Hey, maybe, yeah, maybe go here too. Typically, that's all it's going to do. If you find some kind of random numbers that don't really line up with that, maybe you found some value. I don't spend enough time on it to like kind of pay attention to that because it just isn't that big of an outlier for me. I think what you're also going to find is at our swing low in April of this year, liquidations there. Whenever price moves sideways, like let's say from November when it fell and moved sideways, you're probably going to find liquidation levels from kind of that averaged out price. So we'll say November 6, 102K. You'll probably find liquidation levels 10% down, 5% down, 20% down, like the common leverage numbers. It's like 10% down for people opening on 10x there, etc. I haven't seen the most value. There's been a time in crypto where they were really hitting well, and I don't know if that has been the case lately. We'll see. Can we talk about Cardano and XRP? Can we talk about Sol? Yes. Yes, we can. We can talk about all these things. All these things and more. Let me pull up Solana. Solana has really taken this sell-off personally. Solana has actually been looking like one of the weaker charts on this sell-off. What's interesting is Solana is still hasn't performed or completed its daily death cross. Most other things have. I don't know if that actually means anything. Maybe when it does happen, we'll look for a bottoming signal. But Solana has had it rough, my dudes. We haven't hit 127 yet. 127. I didn't realize this drawing. This isn't a drawing. That was actually price action description. It looks just like a little man, little stick figure man. I'm gonna get rid of his head so it doesn't look like that. 127. I do believe this comes from. We're looking at Solana right now. I have my alerts set for any other curiosities that happen. 127. Maybe this should be 125. I'm not sure why that doesn't move down. Give me a sec. Quarter. I'm gonna move this to 125. It's close enough to 127, but I think that might be a relic of the past. I'm glad I caught that. 124.5. What do we got here? Nope. Okay. Okay, we're good. We are good. 124.5. I'm going to revise those trades. 124 or 125. What's rough about this is you are so close already to June's low that even going to that support kind of is problematic. If the low is in here, things look a lot better because you are still painting higher lows and higher highs on this chart. Solana low at 95, high at 188, low at 126, high at 250. So as long as you stay above June's low, you're still painting higher highs and higher lows, which is an uptrending market. If Solana comes back to this 124, 125, it actually will break the low of June, June. And it becomes a little problematic. You're no longer in that clearly defined uptrend, and you aren't set up super strong. Now, these patterns aren't 100%. They fail, they play out. It's all probabilistic. We won't know until we get there, but what I can do is I can say on a test, if we do see a trade down there, I believe there is a trade to be made. Please don't ever blindly copy my trades. It's not financial advice. There's a trade to be made, and that trade is basically playing off of the liquidity sweep at that level. Now, what that might look like is this. Solana trades lower. You pray it doesn't trade that much lower. Just taps support, sweeps liquidity, grabs those orders, and then reverses, right? In that reversal, what I would be looking for, and you can see 190 is tagged, is a lower high because you have broken the bullish structure. So now I'm looking to bet on a bearish structure. That would be a lower high here at about 190. Could come in lower, but the trade from the liquidity sweep to 190 and then maybe back down to complete a bearish head and shoulders could be in the table. I think that this is a higher probability trade. I like it. I might take it. There's some decent upside. I moved the stop loss down. I don't know if that's really the play. I'll re-examine it, but you can look to stop it underneath April's low. Now that would be incredibly rough. Below April's low, and Solana looks like it's in a bear market, realistically. Hopefully for you Solana holders, this doesn't play out. Hopefully the low is in, or even that it does tap this, but that it continues higher, right? That it breaks past September's high, invalidates this pattern, and keeps going. This is what I got for you. Like, that's realistically what I got. I don't like what it's doing. I think there is a good argument to a bounce at 125. That doesn't come into play. I think there's a good argument, maybe even for the same play down at 100 or 105, to look for that lower high, right? That could be played. That could be played. I'm being bearish, but I'm really just going by the chart. I'm not going to say like, oh, we go long right now, because it just doesn't. Why would I do that? Why, there's no logic here. I'm looking to be one step ahead, not one step behind, and that's what I see. That's what I'm checking out here. Wow, look at this RSI, dude. On the day, lower low, lower, just like grinding in. I feel like there is going to be a squeeze on all markets that are doing this, Bitcoin included, at minimum. That's why I think the plays here is to be scoping out and trying to find where these charts are going to perform this bounce or squeeze from. And on all of those, look to play the lower high. I think that's a strategy. Yeah, man. Yeah. What's the weekly RSI at? Let's see. Anyone know the rate cut probability fell? Well, we do have the FOMC minutes in 30 minutes. Not that those will really impact the probability, but They fell. They fell because, dude, they didn't get data in October, and the Fed is data driven. It seems crazy. The only I will tinfoil hat here for a minute, fam. You know, I don't really get political or polarizing, but is it not obvious that the reason that we didn't get data in October is it not obvious? Am I just being crazy? Because it was terrible data. Like that's the only reason that they wouldn't do it. I don't care if like the government shut down. Like it doesn't matter. They can still get it done. Yeah, I mean, but it's weird, right? So follow me. If that data is terrible, and Trump wants an interest cut, he wants the cut, then you would give the data to the Fed so that they cut. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. All right, Bitcoin's breaking lower here. I gotta zoom right back over to it. Bitcoin continuing down into the final 30 minutes before the FOMC minutes. Final minutes. FOMC minutes are released. 88.8 thousand. And not giving me that satisfying rip. There it is. Satisfying rip. Are we getting job data tomorrow? I have no idea. Is BlackRock dumping today? I don't know. BlackRock's publicly traded. Do we know, have they ever declared that they own Bitcoin? Like on their asset sheets that they have to file? People talk about them buying and selling Bitcoin all the time, but they don't buy and sell Bitcoin all the time. It's their ETFs. What was I looking at? The interest rate. 88K. Yeah. Yes, BlackRock has been dumping it. Well, so BlackRock, their ETF, or when they dump it, if they own it, if BlackRock owns Bitcoin, they own it as an asset on their sheets. When they sell it, they have to declare it. I'm not positive that they have Bitcoin on their sheets. Not positive. Okay, interest rate cut. So in 3 weeks, we have Jerpow joining us. You're all going to tune in here for their FOMC. We have the minutes in just 30 minutes. Target range, yeah. 72% chance of nothing, of no cut. Previous week's probability was 62, and I think that was all the way up to like 90s or something previously. Where's this chart? Why won't it let me do the chart? There it is. Yeah. Ooh, markets are not gonna be happy about. When did the news come in? We weren't gonna get the data because October 24th we had a 98% chance of the cut, and since then it has fallen. Fear and greed gonna be at 1 at this point, probably. Fear and greed going to single digits would be underratedly bullish, honestly. When did Gov publish there wouldn't be data? October 2025. That was November 19th. Wait, what? That's today. Wait, what? That dude, ChatGPT AI, you're stupid. What do you mean it was today? Was it today? How did I know that then? I didn't see any news today. BlackRock does not, thank you, line in my pocket, does not directly own Bitcoin as a corporate asset. Instead, it holds Bitcoin on behalf of investors in its spot exchanges ETF and IBIT. Yes, of course. BlackRock is never the ones dumping. BlackRock doesn't like sell Bitcoin for their clients. Their clients buy it and sell it, and they do that for them. Old man Corsac says, effing YouTubers. I agree. I agree. They're all terrible. I hate them. You have to get stitches from trying to catch this knife, Kimber. Careful, brother. Or sister, I don't know. Careful. There's more knives to come. Don't repeat the white screen. Got you. No, I won't. I won't bring a white screen up again. It's all Trump and Powell's faults is for hoopty flooping. Okay. Tagged you on X on notification. I'll be honest with you guys, since my account's been blowing up on X, it is really hard. I see why big accounts, and I'm not even a big account. I see why in the past I've commented or something on big accounts and then they never replied or never noticed, is because, dude, my notifications now are always, every time I open it, the most recent notification is always from like seconds ago, and it's like lots of them. It's crazy. It's actually insane. I'll try to look here though. But did you mention? Because if you tag me, it should be a mentions, which are easier. I don't see a mention. Absolute bloodbath. Oh man. Yeah, I don't see it, bro. I don't know. I don't see it. That's how hard it is. May need to curl up. It's okay. Everybody, it's okay. I'm here. We're here. We're all here. My longs get cooked. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, dude, they're so cooked. They're so cooked. No, it's a white screen. It's a white screen. Why? I have dark mode enabled. Why is it a white screen? I'm sorry. I promise you I wouldn't. Cooked. Order history. Cooked. Liquidated. I already showed you guys that one. I showed you guys that one on the last one. Liquidated. I lost that 500. Lost it live. You can see I did not reopen. Let's check out on BYDFi, our trading partner. If you're looking to get wrecked with me on BYDFi, links in the video description below, pinned to the top of the chat. No KYC. Big bonuses. There we go. Wrecked again. Double wrecked. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Long 350 wrecked. So that's 900 so far. There's one more I forgot about. Shit. Okay, this one's still alive. This is the bigger one. This one's actually down 800. So my longs are cumulatively down that I opened for in front of you guys here. 1600. This one's not realized. 800 realized. 1600 unrealized. Where does this liquidate? 83.9. God, I feel like I should just close it. What do you think? Should I close this, chat? Should I just take the 800 loss here, stack it to 1600, or should I keep it open and risk it liquidating? This one will be $2,000 if it liquidates though, so that's bigger. Don't close. Close and reopen lower. Close it. No. Open a short. Open a short. Add more to the position, says Brent. What about Fed minutes? The Fed minutes are in 26 minutes. We're going to be going live for them. We're already live. We're already live, but we'll be going live. That's right. We'll be going live. Here we go. We'll be going live again. There's already 18 people waiting there. They probably don't know we're live in this one. We're going to start this one up at 2. It's 1:34. We're going to start up at 2 or like 1:55. We're currently in this one, but it will usher you over here. It'll like give you a dialogue to like go over to the other stream. So we're going to cover that at 2 p.m. when they release. We're getting mad new people here. Lots of new subscribers. What's up, Jesse, Geen, Pastor, Horseman, Truth Underground, Raj, Relly, Empto, Santosh Shakamur, 𝐂𝐴𝐲, S Muns. Dude, 20 minutes ago, super chatted. I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear him. I'm sorry. Finally catching the live. If you're still here, bro, shout out to you. Thanks for the 10. Market feels like controlled chop. Low liquidity, low conviction, lots of mid-range drifting. That's actually well put, dude. Think this is a correction or set up for a move. Also, can we look at Fox? I'm sorry I missed that, S Muns. Are you still here? I'm gonna try to tag you. Of all these tabs, S dot. There he is. Yo, you are here. I see you, brother. Hold on, let me reorganize this all. Right in its place. I checked Bitcoin weekly RSI. Did not check that yet. Hold up. I was just looking at my trades getting wrecked. I thought I had one more long. I thought I had a coin margin long, but I think I had it much lower. And thankfully I didn't let my greed get a hold of me because I was like, I want to move it up. I do. So I don't know if I've shared this one with you guys, but I do have one more order. I do have one more order. I don't even remember why I put it at this level, but I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, at April's low. I do have one more long. This long is actually bigger than the others, I think combined. It's coin margined. And that is set for 78 too. I guess it's because I took it from here. I've had that set for a while. That is the only position. At this point, it's the only position I have set that is not filled. And the By the time it happens, if it does, it would be the only position I have open, because that other one will liquidate. This one will liquidate at 83.9. Yikes. Yikes, man. Doing all right. You're feeling Powell will bend you over. Well, good news, guys. Good news is Powell is not going to bend you over. He's not going to bend you over at 2 p.m. today. Maybe in 3 weeks when he speaks live. Probably, maybe, right? But right now, no, because he won't be going live today. He won't be speaking. Oh, man, is this the Fox you meant? This is Shapeshift token. I like Shapeshift. Shapeshift is really cool. This is like some native tokeny thing that they released back in 21 or 22 at like peak bull market. Did not go well. But Shapeshift as an exchange is cool. It's like it's a DEX. They're like a really early DEX too. This coin looks like shit though, my friend. This looks absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. This like it's going to zero terrible. Holy. I think we can all take some solace, some comfort in the fact that our bags aren't doing as bad as this coin is. Sorry, I know your bags. I own some of this too. I have some of this from when it came out at, I don't know, like was it 75 cents or something? Like some much higher value than 1 cent right now. This looks so terrible. Okay, my bags feel better. I feel better about my bags because like, shit, dude. Where is the bottom for this? I don't even think I can use analysis at this point. I think what I have to do is really rely on just psychology and say 10 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent. Like, not trying to fudge you. I love you, Shapeshift. You're a great place. I don't know what you did with your tokenomics here to do this though. Like 10 cents. Much respect for doing the live stream. Thank you, man. Of course, not hiding. I'm not hiding. This is what we live for. All I do. This is the reason I do these streams, is to add value to you guys, to help you out. So what would I even be doing if I wasn't streaming? Like, I don't know, I'd just be going against everything I do this for. It's like, leave you guys on your own when it's the hardest? I don't think so. I don't think so. See the chart. What did S-Mun say? What did he say about this? What level support? You're here. Yeah, he didn't say anything. Yeah, hopefully you're not too bullish on this chart, man. Fox looks just wrecked. Wrecked with no K. Wrecked with no K. Not even the fun kind. Okay, weekly RSI. Okay. You've said it a bunch. I keep forgetting. There's a lot going on today, guys. There's a lot. I'm trying. Weekly RSI is at a new low. We have a new low on the weekly RSI. We can say without really even looking that we have bullish divergence on this low. Without even, I don't even have to pull up the chart. That's gonna be divergence, bullish divergence. You have a low on the week. Wow, that is actually very close. RSI on the weekly, the relative strength index on the weekly time frame, is 17% higher than like the bear market bottom. That's actually very crazy. The last time it was this low, let's do one of those. This is a good tweet. I should tweet this. I don't have any time for bangers today, which is the problem. The last time RSI was this low was January of 23, which was right here. Wow. Wow. These two times have the same RSI reading. That is crazy. That's crazy, dude. Look, this sell-off here is similar to this. What? This is bonkers. That's a good, that's a good catch. I want to tweet it. I want it. That's so silly. That like it feels impossible, but I guess it's not. Crazy. Good eye. Got 15 minutes until the FOMC minutes comes out. What should we do in this time? You all right, Heaven Peck? Yeah, no, yeah. You're right, bro, dude. It's a rough time. Give you a target. I mean, I've talked about targets, but you know as good as I do, man. I don't know where the bottom is. No, but like, this is now a game of It's a game of knives. We've gone over some ideas. You know, we look at 84, 86. These would match the previous sell-offs we've seen in the bull run, this bull run last year and this year. 84 to 86. You look like those. That's like the next logical place. You lose that. You look down here to April's low, 74 or 76. Like these are the downside targets. These are where you look. I know just as much as you as to what's gonna happen tomorrow, dude. I understand, fam. I understand. This is a very intense time. This is rough. I'm trying to be here for you. That's all I can do. I wish I can lie to you guys. Do you want me to lie and tell you that I know exactly what tomorrow's gonna do? Won't help you. Trying. Homeless. Yeah. You're all gonna buy green screens so that you can live with me in green screen land. Double bottom at 74. Could be. If we close above 92, Stotch I would confirm cross up. Where we got Stonch. I think Stotch is going to be hard to use right now. Mostly because I have never found Stotch to be the most... I found Stotch to be really useful in trending markets to signal continuation. So a cross up while we're trending down, like you can see downtrend, right? This is on the day Stotch. Downtrend, you get a cross up. If you can see that. You get a cross up right here, and it doesn't really bring you anywhere. You get a cross down, and all of a sudden you're nuking. So these tend to signal continuation. This is in my opinion for Stotch RSI. I haven't found it to be a great reversal indicator. So really what we would look for, it's like, all right, you'd look for like a weak rally, and then you'd wait for them to cross again, and that would be a solid short signal. Haven't slept since October 10th, bro. I feel you. I slept like a rock last night. I can't believe that October 10th was 40 days, like 40 whole days ago. I don't think I've slept well since either. I think all of us haven't slept well. $24. This is actually 25 sell-off. April 25th sell-off lines up with our local 1618, 86.3. I think that's a logical move. We broke in our low. Painted a low, lower high, broke your low. Look for the extension. There you go. If I had to gun to my head, say where's it going, that's where I would say. But I don't know, man. I'm just doing all I'm doing as best as I can for you guys. Ugh. Oh, we've been streaming so much lately. It's nice. The price isn't nice. My portfolio isn't nice. I'm down. I haven't even looked at it yet. I don't want to. I advise you not to also. But it's been nice to feel like my work has purpose. Didn't really feel like it had purpose over a lot of the last 2 or 3 years. It's just like nothing's happening. We're just going live to go live. It's stressful purpose though. At this point, why sell today? I mean, I'm not selling. If this is too much for people, they can't handle it. Maybe they sell. Am I still using the treadmill? Actually, no. That treadmill was too thin. I don't know how Jason Casper does it. Those walking pads, they're too thin. It hurts my hips. Like my gait doesn't fit on it. But I do a running club every week now, where I go out and I run outside like 3 miles. I appreciate you, Nasty Nate. Appreciate everybody here. If you're feeling stressed, it's okay. You're allowed to. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. I don't know how many people are here in this chat right now, but all of us are feeling like that too. Every single one of us. 2,300 votes. And 45% of us say we're cooked. Still a quarter of us holding on to everything's fine. I would have voted everything's fine, just as a spoiler. Tomorrow at this time, mark my words, says Henny. This is a good one. Henny says, mark my words. By this time tomorrow, Bitcoin will be at $1. Okay. I wish, man. I'd buy Bitcoin at $1. If I could wake up and it'd be $1, man, I would. All my monies. Kane, where do people FOMO sell? Probably right now. I would say people are likely FOMO selling right now. Half of our chat says we're cooked. We just broke support. Everything from TA land, all analysis, is going to be pointing lower. There's really no analysis that would be pointing higher right now. I don't see anything that is convincingly reversal on the chart. The chart is saying down. You had a low, you had a lower high again after how many? Countless lower highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Every time you sold off, you went lower. Here we are again. Lower high. Just like back here. Right? This is my logic. This is the logic. I'll do it like that, I guess. Like lower high, sell off, break your low, go to the next leg down, lower high, break it, sell off, next leg down, lower high. I mean, this is pretty identical price action. I think the only comforting thing for me is that it's accelerating. It's going faster. The faster the moves get, the closer to them being done. Definitely, just mathematically. Can you look at the cross? Which cross? Mr. Kermit defrog the death cross. The death cross, this is not a great sign either. The death cross also not doing so hot. I would honestly with the death cross here, it's like today needs to be the low. It's like the low needs to be in. Or it isn't like the previous ones. I think we can give it, because one of the death crosses was like that day. The other one was like within 3 days. I think we can give it maybe till Friday, right? 2 more days, 5 days. I think we can give it like a few more days. And without that, man, it starts looking bad. Wrath of Nimoy, for those panicking, you hold your entire retirement in Bitcoin. Wow, cheers, bro. We're here together. 95% of all that you own, and you haven't sold anything you're holding. You just need lots of hugs, bro. I'd give you a hug right now. Nimoy, I'm right there with you, dude. Not only is my entire net worth in Bitcoin, all of it. Not only that, but my entire career, my income, everything in I am so all in. Like I am 100% in. I haven't sold anything. I'm not selling. I don't know what value or good that does for anybody else out there. I'm not selling. I need hugs. I get how this feels. We've all been here. I'm not selling. If anything, the lower it gets, the closer to buying I get. I have something interesting. I haven't looked at this at all this cycle. Let me add this. Keep subscribing. We have so many new people tuning in. Dude, these new people, chat, tell them, they don't even know. They have no idea how lucky they are to have found this channel right now in this time. They have no idea. They're like, what do you mean? Oh, you'll see. 2020 style. Step line. Okay, this is something I haven't looked at in a long time. Might as well look at it now. Okay. This is I don't know what to call this. This doesn't really have a name. Basically, it's just like a manipulation of moving averages. In the last bull runs, this has been really good. Typically, the top band or line here has acted as support, and when we've lost it, the market's been over. I haven't looked at this the entire run, and maybe I'm glad I didn't, because this wasn't a good indicator this cycle. Another example of this cycle just like not really being like last cycle. We spent a lot of time here, even under it again. So this actually isn't really giving me anything. Each sell-off has been underneath this band. You can see that was very different from the last cycle, which was very different from the 16-17 cycle. So it was worth a look. I just remembered I hadn't looked at this in a long time. I'm trying to like think back to all the like random shit that I've used in the past. We got the FOMC minutes coming in. Do we wrap this up? Do we wrap it up? Or do we just keep this one going? Let me see how many people are over there. See how many people are here. What do you want people waiting? 2,600 people viewing here. Ooh. Look at the Holy Cross. Which one? Where's a golden cross going on? Can I talk Cardano today? All right. Yeah, and I even said, someone even asked earlier and I said I would. I'll pull up Cardano. We're making the decision. I'm gonna put a poll up. That poll went really well, 2,500 votes. Should we start a new stream for FOMC minutes or stay here? You guys will be biased. You're all going to want to stay here. It's okay if you are. Cardano. Looking at some of these is just rough. Cardano, dude, so has not found a bounce. Understandably, market hasn't been bouncing. Lower highs here against Bitcoin. That wick last month, I try to kind of ignore it and not use it in analysis because it's a little extreme. But we do see from November last year, support at 486 sats. It was broken on that wick, but we're just going to try to ignore it. That is where we are heading right now. This is a lower low versus June. Cardano needs to bounce. Needs to bounce here. It needs to bounce. And it needs to make a big move, honestly. A bounce and just back to say like 627 sats is not enough. That will not be good. This is against Bitcoin though. It's currently at 493. I think it's likely that it trades down to 486. That's not very far, but that it needs to hold there. A lot of coins are in this position where they are, oh wow. Yeah. Where they're testing lows again, and they just have to get away from them. Doge is potentially breaking down too, doing something similar. Cardano, this is rough. This is rough. 50 cents last time we did look at Cardano and talk about it. Last time we talked about it in depth was probably Friday of last week. 50 cents was the area to hold. Did not hold. Did not hold. And man, now it is taking a nosedive here. Unfortunately, I don't even know where to look until 34 cents for ADA. ADA doesn't have much support here at all. At all. Look at this move up. This is the danger of these hype FOMO moves. Maybe next time you're chasing the chart up, not even talking about Cardano, just like in general. Next time you're chasing a chart up and it feels like it's going up forever, these moves, they leave like a void. They leave an empty shell behind. And when the market reverses, there's just not a lot to prevent them from going back to those points. That is maybe the concern here. This wick on October wicked everything out, but really cleared order books. Bids didn't come in, and now people are selling, and there's not a lot here. You don't have much to go on. And you'd say 34. I'm going to bring it down 33.3 cents. Doesn't have to go there, but I don't know what we would be looking for that would be like the reversal. What? You're underneath all these moving averages on the week. About the month. Okay, the month was the 34 cents. I'll leave it there. 34. You're underneath, like, what? Yeah, dude. I want to make this call, but I don't see, from the chart perspective, from these candles, I don't see. Get rid of all these trades. Most of them are losses, but there's some winners there I'll get rid of. I don't see a bounce. Like, I don't see it until 34. It's kind of a knife until that time. 33, 34. Swing low to swing high. You've broken it. Where do you go? 34 cents, 33 cents. Think I can do this. $65. 5, 50. Still 4 to 1, 5 to 1. This is probably like a spot trade. So get 2. Professor Beans, what are you boofing at? Boofing at something. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing too much hopium here. It's not just Cardano though. Don't think I'm bashing Cardano. It's not just Cardano. Let me see how this poll went. So I know it's only been a few seconds. Stay here. All right, so I'm gonna stay here. If we're gonna stay here, we're gonna update the thumbnail and the title and stuff. And I'm gonna tell everybody on the other stream to come over here. Here, people are over there. There's 86 people there now, though. Oh, you bitches. You bitches. Now people left here and they're going there. I don't know. 95. Nah, I guess we're just going to do that. We're just going to go over there. We're just going to start the new stream, but here's the thing. You will be redirected there. Like, I'm going to end it and it's going to pop up and it's going to say, go over to this stream. Just click it. Go over to that stream. We're going to do that. We'll also get like back in the algorithm and stuff. And people are already going over there. It's too late. Jump over there. Perfect. We'll keep doing charts, but we're going to go over the FOMC minutes. Pop over there. We're not done. We got hours more to go. Tom Crown is a fake name. That's not true, Katoshi. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, sir? Go over there. I'm going to put the link in here, too, just for double safety. Double safe. Katoshi, you're a strange dude, man. Are you just here to troll me, bro? Having an emotional breakdown? What have I been emotional? Anyway. Tensions are high and it's making some people act a little strangely. Jump over to the other stream. We're gonna go live for the FOMCs. I'll see you guys over there.